Hello there. That was my little introduction for today. Yeah, I think today you could notice I'm wearing a little hat, even though it's nighttime right now. Um, I really like this hat. This is a Vietnamese hat that I picked up at a Vietnamese mall, and I really like it because it's so lightweight. If you notice, it keeps like the sun out of my face, and it's just a lot of good things going for it. When I purchased this, okay, it came with this strap, and I know this doesn't have a strap on it currently, right? Well, let's look at another one. If you look at this one, it has this little strap. And this one came with it too, but I didn't really like the colors of these straps, so I just kind of threw it away. But you kind of need it. You kind of need it because this thing helps this hat not fly away. And so for the longest time, I've been just wearing this hat without a strap, and it's so annoying. And I was always like, oh, what am I gonna do? You know, I don't have a strap. And now that I'm kind of learning how to sew and doing this, I was like, yeah, it's time to kind of make something really useful. It's time to make something useful. This is technically not my first project. It's my second one, but today my plan is to be making this strap right here out of some muslin fabric, which I have over there right behind the camera. So yeah, let me show you while I get the fabric. Hang on, let me balance this right here. And let's get my fabric. Oh, shoot. Did that mess up my lighting a little bit? Maybe. I don't know. I hope not. Okay. Where can I put this? Right here. So like I said, this Vietnamese hat is actually really, really comfortable to wear. It's lightweight, it's pretty compact, and it provides like a really good shading to the face. But the problem was I never really liked the strap that it came with, so I did take it off. Hold on, let me just make sure everything's okay. It's always so weird to go live on YouTube still. I'm still kind of not used to it. I'm just always used to going live on Kick. So yeah, this is the strap that we'll be remaking, and this is the fabric, this muslin cloth that I have. And I actually bought this a long time ago, I think from maybe Joanne before they went out of business. But this is the fabric. It's like a muslin, I think a muslin cotton cloth. And I originally bought this to use as a strainer, right? And even when I bought it, I never, they just cut the edges, and I never hemmed it because I didn't know how to sew, or I didn't really care that much. So everything was just raw edge, and it was always like coming apart and stuff. So it was really annoying. So this is like the really sheer fabric that I'm hoping today that I can use to make like a little strap. This piece might be a little too short. This piece, I have two pieces, might be a little bit too short now that I'm kind of doing this. But I think from everything that I learned so far, I think I want to try to make this as good as possible, even though it's just like a little strap. But I think a lot of basics we can cover today. Here's the other piece, which is a lot longer. It's just like this. and we'll use this. We'll, I guess, what I'm gonna be working on today is measuring. Measure everything correctly, cut it precisely, hem it. I think that's pretty much it. It's just cutting it and hemming it, and it all has to do with, I think, the precision of like cutting it straight. Right. This is gonna be my first time actually cutting something really straight, and then also hemming it as close as small as possible. Like, I've been looking at these a lot of tutorials, and I really like these baby hem techniques that are available. So that's what we're gonna try to do, and we're gonna make two, because obviously I have two hats. This one is like I think this is like 100% polyester strap, but yeah. So let's get going. And I don't know how long this is gonna take. It's a fairly basic project if you think about it. It's just cutting out a strip of fabric and just hemming the edge, and that's pretty much it. But like I said, I want to focus more on technique today. So I did pick up some new things, right? I did pick up a few new things actually from last time. So if I show you right here, this is what I'm really kind of excited to use for the first time today. I picked up this. It's a sewing. It's a steam iron. It's the Steadfast. I think the SF710. It's so small. It's the size of my. It's the size of my hand. It's actually really cute, and I guess it's like a travel iron. So I just wanted to keep everything as compact as possible in this little space. And yeah, this thing was, I think it was like $20. But I just realized I don't have a little spritzer. I should prepare a little spritzer to spritz water because I don't want to use like the steam function on here. But yeah, this is really cool. It has a little retractable handle, so it like packs down really small. And kind of excited to use this. And I think the reason why I got this is because the first project that I did, I made like a little makeshift bandana. And I was trying to do the double rolled hem technique, but I quickly found that if you're not, I think if you don't really prep your stuff beforehand, it doesn't come out clean. The final result isn't really that clean, and I think it's a lot more harder when you're sewing. So for this one, I plan out cutting the strip of fabric, and then measure everything out, fold it, and then iron it so it has that nice crease, and make my hems that way first, right? So that's the way I'm planning on doing this today, just to practice using the steamer. And I really should try to find like a spritz bottle, because I think if you don't really use a steam function, then using just like a water. Maybe I could use water, because I do have water here. I don't know. We'll get to that later. But let's get to this. Okay. We're going to change to here. We're going to change to this top-down view, and we'll be going here for a while. So let's get started here. And I'm actually kind of excited because I don't think I've really done something kind of this properly before, right? This is something that I think it's like the fundamentals of what you're trying to do, and you just need to have good technique and good form. So I just want to work on that today. Hang on. Let me try to fix this. Okay, like this. I'll put my hat away. This is one of my first times using this. Hang on. Oh, I think I need to turn that off. didn't really. Okay. This. I think that's fine. Okay, and I think I need to adjust some settings in my OBS. Hold on, sorry. I should have done this earlier, but I think right now the exposure is just going crazy by itself. So let me make sure that's not off. That's not happening. Right there. Hang on. I'm just adjusting my settings. Control. Focus. Exposure. I think this is the big one. Exposure. Yes. Is that okay? I hope that's okay. If that's too messed up, I'm gonna change it a little bit later. So let's take a look at this so far. This strap. So I'm gonna take it off. And we're going to make this. We're going to cut everything according to this. I guess this will, we just gotta measure it and then cut it. It's kind of basic. Measure, cut, and sew. I guess that's like the premise of everything. Not really that hard. Okay. So like I said, this is the fabric that it came with. I think this is just some polyester thread. Not thread, but this polyester fabric. Which is not like, it's I guess it does a purpose. I mean, this thing was really cheap, I think. And so they're not really gonna put too much care into it, right? I understand that. But yeah, I guess if we take a look, this I would have to guess is maybe 2 inches wide. Let me see if I could get, let me see if I'm pretty accurate with my measurements. 2 inches, nah, it's about 1.5 inches, right? 1.5 inches across, and the length is going to be, what, let's see. This is 12, and no, not 12, it's 18 and 10. So this is gonna be 28 inches wide, 28 by 1.5. The width is 1.5. Let's see, 10, 11, 12, okay. Yeah, so it's 1.5 and 28 inches wide. 28 by 11, or 28. I should write this down. I feel like there's like too much stuff going on and I should be writing this down. Hang on, let me get some paper and we'll make some notes real quick. 28 and 1.5. And 1.5. Okay. So let's see. The strap. Let me kind of draw it. All right. So here's. Let me draw this out just to kind of make a note. Okay. So it's gonna be a hat. like this. And I need the strap, right? That's my face underneath, and that's what we're making today. A strap for hat. If we kind of draw this I should have made this straighter, actually. Let me make this straight like this. I said it was what? Length is 28. 28. And the width is going to be 1.5 inches. It feels like it's been forever since I wrote stuff. And I just realized the light is super it's just pretty much blowing out the white piece of paper, right? But this is kind of my measurements. Okay, so I do want to make, damn, why is it so bright? Hold on, hang on, sorry. I know you guys can't really see anything that I'm writing. Exposure -6. Is that better? Apply. I think that's better. Okay. Strap for hat. So I do want, right? I do want the edge. I want the hemmed edges, just because I wanted to practice, right? And I think my the hems, quarter. I think I could make them like as small as 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 inch hem all around, right? And I think the best way that I found out how to do it is, first I sew just a straight stitch all the way down, and I roll it, or I fold the fabric all the way down, and I put a straight stitch, and I cut the fabric as close as I can to the stitch, and I roll it again, and I sew it, right? So if that's 1/8 of an inch hem all around, then I probably want a 1/4 inch seam allowance. All around. So in total, then it's going to be 1.75 inch. So plus is the new one is going to be 1.75 inch and 28.25 inch, I think. This is my first time doing this, so everything is theory right now. 28.25 inch by 1.75 inch. And that should, I mean, in theory, that should give me, I should end up with a 28 by 1.5 inch fabric with the hem. So yeah, I think right now, let's just cut that out, because I think we'll do that, and then we'll cut it out, and then we'll measure it. So also another thing that I want to note is, you know, I was kind of doing a lot of research, right, I was doing a lot of research about like fabric, just, you know, while I was in my free time. And there's something called, like, I guess the direction of fabric is called warp and weft, right? Warp and weft. And if you look at the roll of fabric, if there's like a roll like this, then the warp is the fabric that goes up and down, and the weft goes left and right. And the big difference is that one has stretch and one has no stretch. So I was like kind of considering the position that I want this strap to be in, right? Or if I want this fabric to have stretch or no stretch. So to kind of think about it, like this is gonna be tied. So I'm considering that this should be no stretch. So this would be the warp, and then this would be the weft, right? My argument for this is if you're tying something down, you don't want it to stretch. But then again, like sometimes it could be kind of helpful to have a little bit of give. Unless it, I don't know, unless it doesn't really matter. But I think that's how I want to have it. Where I think also if you consider the fabric, the directionality of the fabric, I want this to be the warp. So I need to find that first. And so let's do something like this. If you look at a pattern, they'll always have some symbol like this, which is the grain line, right? Oh, what's up, blurry? Oh no, what's that? Blurry, 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 dude. I'm actually making something kind of useful, but I'm just kind of planning it out. This is actually like one of my first like real projects, and it's like for my hat. It's a little strap. So I'm just kind of planning it out right now. I was like watching the game earlier, but yeah, I'm actually hoping to finish this and then go out tonight. I know that Kai's Streamer University, there's like a big he's having a meetup. He's having auditions on Sunday, and there's actually a lot of people outside already lining up. This looks like rocket science to me. Dude, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be fun. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. But I'm pretty much what I'm making is like a strap like this out of my own fabric that I bought. I bought a hat and it came with these like really bright ass colors, and I didn't want to, you know, go outside wearing these bright colors. So that's why I just bought like these muted things to make a strap out of. This right here. But I'm hoping either today or tomorrow to go out there and kind of see all those streamers that are outside. And I don't, dude, I don't know if you've seen, but there's actually a lot of people there already, even though the tryout's going to be on Sunday. So yeah, we're going to go see out there, and hopefully we could troll some people and meet some people, and we'll see, you know. So I'm just planning out my my measurements before I cut this, because it's actually my first time doing this, and I'm kind of, yeah, people are going nuts. Dude, are they going nuts here? Because I know I was watching like some of the New York ones, and I think like the New York people are like fighting and stuff. They're also posting online. Yeah, they're 28. Dude, do you know if any LA kick streamers are doing this? Because for me, I know probably one. There's probably one person out there. His name is Big Loaf. I don't know if you know who he is. Okay, first, I'm going to try to find the warp and the weft. So the warp is the non-stretchy side, which is probably this. And the weft, yeah, this has a little bit of stretch. I don't think this fabric's long enough. 28. Yeah, this is definitely not long enough. But dude, there's actually a lot of people out there kind of waiting already. Dude, and it kind of reminds me of my Pokemon days, just camping out. Okay, this fabric's too small, so I can't really use this one. I told Goose. Dude, you think Goose is gonna go? I don't think so, because I don't think he really likes waiting in line. And I think he's been too busy doing his Nightcrawler content. But I'm gonna stop by there. It's either I'm either gonna troll people. Oh yeah, I'm gonna troll people there anyways. But it's gonna be kind of interesting. He said hex no, huh? Damn. Freaking Goose. Dude, how's his night crawling content been going? Wait, this is the selvage edge right here, which means which means this is the warp. Oh, so I don't really have a choice. I don't have a choice of the warp and the weft. What was that? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have to cut it this way anyways. Okay. I'm pretty sure he's gonna go live tonight too, right? He said hex no. Dude, that's so funny. Okay, 28. So 17. And we're gonna go across here. 17 or 18, so I need to go to 10. 8, 9, 10 right here. Dude, I'm surprised that there's not really that many kick streamers out there. You know, the only person that I really saw was there's this girl. Her name is Ayo Faye. I met her at one of the Rockstar events, and she's out there. And Big Loaf, he's out there too. If you know Big Loaf, I remember him. He went to the Hunger Game event. Ice Poseidon's Hunger Game event with Lord Hito, I think, last time. But I think they're all like kind of just partying out there right now. I don't know if they're partying, but they're like kind of suffering right now. 28, let's just say 29 for good measures. 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 28, 29. So it's gonna be like right here. So cut right here. And from there to here, okay. Wow, that's pretty long. And then 1.75. Damn, dude, this fabric is so long. Okay, it's gonna be right there. And then 1.75, which is 1.7. Let's just say 2, which is right here. Let's just simplify it. 28 or 29 and 2 is what we're doing. 29 by 2, just to simplify. Oh, muted. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, yeah, yeah. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'm just saying cutting fabric is straight is kind of a challenge in itself. Sorry, I think my I accidentally muted by accident. But yeah, if you didn't know, Clayton, there's this streamer named Kai Sanat, and I guess he's a really big streamer over on Twitch, and he's having this tryout challenge called Streamer University here in Los Angeles. Oh, I guess it's in many places, but he's having like a tryout here in Los Angeles too, and it's beginning on Sunday, right? On Sunday, and there's gonna be a lot of people. There's a lot of people already kind of waiting there. It starts at Sunday at 1 o'clock, and people's been waiting since yesterday night. Actually, you know what? Like the first post that I saw so far was this. I think she's a streamer on Twitch. Her name is Snowcone, I think. And yeah, she says she's been waiting out there since like Friday or Thursday night. So I don't. Hopefully, I get to finish this and then go out there and meet some other streamers too. That's what I'm kind of looking forward to doing. I don't know if I want to go tonight or tomorrow or on Sunday. I feel like going at night will be kind of fun because the atmosphere is a little bit more relaxed versus during the day. I feel like the atmosphere is like gonna be like people are just gonna be like hot and just, you know, super tired and kind of over it, you know, because they've already been out there since like Thursday night. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's crazy for that opportunity to stream with some of the biggest streamers, you know. But yeah, they're out there. They're out there. I think New York had their auditions, or they had their thing today. And I forgot, there was like one more place. I forgot where it was on the map. I'm gonna say maybe Atlanta, right? But I'm kind of bummed that there's like not much more kick streamers out there in that line. Hold on, dude. But it's been so hot here in Los Angeles. Okay, let's get this straight. Almost to the end. And I know today was like the World Cup game for the US, and it was kind of cool that I think the US is finally kind of getting into this World Cup spirit. Kind of surprising. Okay, hang on. The final few cuts. Yes, okay, so this is the strap. I need to make one more, but I'm gonna do that later. So let me just work on one right now. Kai lives next to Diddy's house? Where? In New York? Okay, so this is a strap, and like I said, I need to hem the edges. I need to hem it, and that's gonna take a while too. But I am kind of excited to use my steamer. I bought a steamer, or like a press, that I kind of don't want to use water in it, but we'll see. This, okay. Dude, isn't Diddy in prison right now? Or is he out? Is he out? I'm not sure, actually. The last I heard about his case was that he was serving some time, and you know. Also, oh man, you know, so after this project, I have my next project already lined up, which is I'm really excited for it. And I really can't wait. That's like the one that is actually going to be something that I'm going to be using for other streamers too. So, you know, you guys have that to keep in, I guess, look forward to. Kai's Mansion. All right, hang on. So I got an iron, and this is my first time using this iron. So let's check it out together. Hopefully it doesn't burn my my mat. I've also bought this wool mat. But what you been up to, Clayton? I know that I know that you've been debating on doing live streaming for so long, and I was so happy when you finally got to do it. Don't touch the metal. Yeah, it's gonna be hot. So this is my little iron that I got. It's super cute. First time using it. This is actually, I ordered this and it was supposed to come yesterday, but it got delayed, which is why I kind of held off going live today. Let's look at it right here. Okay. Dude, I hope this doesn't overload my circuits, because I have so much stuff. I have so much stuff plugged into my outlets. Okay, how does this work? Like this? Isn't there a light that's supposed to come on? No? Oh yeah. Okay, the light flickered a little bit. Kind of concerning. The light's flickering. I know you haven't, Clayton. That's why it's good to hear from you today. Thank you for letting me know that you're still doing good. Okay, so the whole reason for this is I need to... Oh, dude, this iron is actually hot already. That's kind of crazy. I need to fold this edge. Right, I need to fold it. Irons don't draw a lot of power? Okay. See, I don't know. I don't like blurry, dude. I'm so nervous because, to kind of do this, right? In my current setup, I have like a sewing machine. I have a computer. I have lights. I have like 2 cameras. Like they're all plugged into the outlets. I have like 2 lights, and I just have a bunch of stuff just all around here. I'm kind of tripping out that the circuit is gonna break or something, and then it's just gonna be GG's from there, I guess. Okay, so I don't know anything about ironing. I probably should have looked up tutorials for this, but I didn't. I'm just kind of doing it. All right. I should have learned tutorials. I don't know if I want to spritz water. I'm just not going to. So I need to iron this first because I need to make creases all around, and this is probably going to be the most time consuming part. And I don't even, oh man, I should have pins. Maybe that's would have been really convenient here to have pins to pin this thing down into the mat. This is my first time ironing, and I'm only doing this because I think when you iron, it makes nice little creases that makes it so much easier to make hemmed edges a little bit later. But thank you. I had no idea, and I feel like my strap is gonna be so scuffed looking. Dude, how are you supposed to hem stuff, or how are you supposed to iron stuff? Should I just wing it? Fold it as I go along? Huh. Like just fold it and then iron it, maybe? Maybe that's the way, because... Dude, this is like actually kind of tough. Oops, I just took off a chunk there. Yeah, I just took off a chunk there while cutting. Okay, let's just try that, I guess. I could just keep rolling it while I go along. I think that's gonna be the move, just because I guess that's the whole point of ironing, is to make these sharp edges. Okay. Max light cotton. Okay, I'm on cotton mode. So I'm gonna keep this here. I hope the iron heat. This iron is actually really cute and adorable looking. If you guys can see it, it's actually really small. And I'm not really measuring anything out. I'm just doing this free-handed, which is probably not the best when you want to be accurate. when you want to be like really accurate. Oh, it's actually working. Look, my first crease. My first crease ever. Dude, this is actually pretty exciting. I'm not gonna lie. I know, you know, some of you guys might think this is actually super lame, but yeah, it's fun. It's fun. It's actually kind of useful. Like this is something that I've been wanting to do, wanting to make. It's just I didn't really know how to do it until I got this. I mean, the sewing machine, like idea kind of came into my mind. Okay, hold on. But like I said, I'm actually really excited for the next project that I already have planned for after this. It's going to be actually really fun. I think you're going to like it a lot, Blurry, what I have in mind next. Packing, taking care of packing and animals? Why are you packing stuff, Clayton? Where, are you moving? Oh, this is getting really thick. It's okay. I'm always here, Clayton. And even the live streaming stuff, I've been, you know, I think you remember me when I first started kind of live streaming on YouTube. It was mostly like the drone gaming, but I kind of transitioned away from that to this. So it's okay. You know, I'm always here. I hope you're okay, but I don't know where you're packing to. Dude, this is so wavy looking. I feel like dude, my hem is not even at all. It's getting thicker while I'm going down. But I guess that's part of the learning process. And I feel like I'm just using only the tip when there's like this entire iron that I could be using. Okay. Hang on, so like this. And I don't know what animals you have, but I hope you're taking care of them. I'm pretty sure you might have a lot of animals. I remember from where you're living, from where I saw, you kind of had like a pretty decent property, I think, property size. Dude, California banned DJI drones. Dude, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Why only California? I don't understand. But you know, on the news in California, I think near San Diego, there was like this brush fire that started, right? It was actually, the news was actually kind of crazy. But I think somebody started a fire, right? It was an arson case, and they started a fire, and then I think it was some transient started a fire, and then just kind of, you know, they ran away. But then I think either the police or the fire department, they deployed their drone, I think, when they were like just surveying the area, and then they actually found the person that was running away. And I was like, dude, that is kind of crazy that they actually caught this person for arson, because I feel like that's like an extremely rare or hard thing to, you know, get caught for, because if there's no witnesses, or if you actually don't get caught doing the crime, then it's like you just kind of get away with it, you know. But okay, that's one side pressed. It's actually a lot more thicker than I wanted. That's like a 1/4 inch. That's way too thick, actually. Which means the other side, let's do it much thinner. I think I overcompensated because this fraying kind of tripped me out, but let's see. I think I could do this side much thinner, and I think I have to do it much thinner. Probably about like this, because all this, I don't have to do it so thick because it's gonna get trimmed away anyways. So I shouldn't really do it too thick anyways, because it's just gonna be kind of wasted fabric. Yeah, and Clayton, I don't know if you're still playing Subnautica, but I remember like when you did one of your first live streams, you had so much support. That's why I was like, wow, this guy, he's actually doing really well. And I thought you'd just continue just continue on with that, you know. Well, other than that, you know, I hope I don't know if you're on summer break yet, but I hope other than that, your animals are just being taken care of. Okay. Dude, this is a lot more challenging, I think, than I thought. Especially like trying to do it like accurately. And I think this is where having pins. I should have bought pins today. I didn't think I'd need pins, but I think it would have made this so much faster if I had actual pins to do this part. Okay. So I think what is it? On my birth month, dude, there was a big ass fire in Florida. I'm trying to think what the landscape is out there in Florida is like. I mean, I don't know if it's like I don't think it's very mountainous out there. I would imagine there's a lot of Everglades type of scenery, which I guess would be filled with a lot of tall grass, and like a lot of brush fires could happen out there. Okay. Hang on. So this is definitely gonna be too small. This strap, I could already tell. This strap already kind of messed it up. But that's okay. This is my first one, learning lesson, right? Learning lesson. This is way smaller. And I think it was because of this side. On this side, this fray really tripped me out. But, oh, dude, I need to restring my thing too. Okay, let me just do a final press before we start going onto the sewing machine. Unless I could redo this side. But then, I don't know, I want to channel the Eve's method. Wildfire, 2 more years. Hi, Eve. I was just thinking about you. Because I was like, oh, I kind of messed up. But yeah, I just cut this strap off. Eve, happy Saturday. Yeah, so I just bought this today. It came today. This is like a wool mat. And this is a really small iron. I think this is like a travel iron. I don't want anything big because, you know, I want to kind of limit my room. And I'm just making a little strap for my hat. And I just pressed this. And I wanted to make 2 seams, but I wanted to make a really nice seam. But I don't think that's going to happen. So I was going to redo it when I just said, oh, let's just channel Eve, no redo method, and just do it. So I think we're just gonna run with it right now. So here we go. Your ironing is depressing. Dude, I have no idea what I'm doing. Thank you. So this is my setup, by the way, if you want to see. I'm making just a strap. I did all the measurements, but all the measurements went complete out the window. And also, I think with my ironing, oh, dude, it's so hot in here. Hold on, I'm gonna open the window a little bit because it's actually really, really hot. Let's see. Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, nice to see you. Thanks for joining. It's Friday night here. So that strap, what I'm making a strap for, just in case you didn't know, is this hat. It has little things for straps, and it did come with straps, but they were all like really bright colored like this. And so, you know, this was like too noticeable. I didn't like it. So I kind of threw it away. But then I needed to make another strap. So I wanted to make it using this muslin fabric. But I did all the measurements, but it's going to be way too thin. Look, you could already tell. I already messed up. But okay, whatever. We'll start with this one. And I just realized that I need to rethread this. So I have my bobbin. Let me see. Let's go to my... I have my bobbin. Did you cut that? Well, I cut the fabric. There's a bigger piece of fabric, and I just cut it. But you know, I kind of what is it? Thought about like the seam allowance and all that stuff, and this is actually my first time doing it with all the seam allowance. And I think the problem is I'm not too accurate in my measurements so far. I'm not too accurate in my measurements, which makes it like I could do all the measurements and stuff, but that doesn't mean like it's gonna come out, right? Did you add an inch? I added a 1/4 inch. Eve. I was like, I'm gonna make the cutest like hem, right? I was like, I'm gonna have the hems, like it's gonna be so tiny and cute. And so I was like, oh, like, cause when I practiced doing my hems, I was like, I could do it maybe 1/8 of an inch, you know. I was like, I have 1/8 of an inch hem. So I was like, oh, if I just need 1/8 of an inch, that means I just need 1/4 of an inch hem allowance. And then that's all I did. And then now it's kind of messed up, like pretty big time. Yeah. Yeah, Clayton, yeah, I have actually 3 cameras set up, right? I have one right here, which is my mace. Like this is for, you know, this angle. And then I have a close-up for this angle. And then obviously I have one for my table back here where I was cutting the fabric and stuff. And then when I actually sew stuff, I like to use this where it's both. Gotta make 2 for left and right? No, it's just one. It's just one fabric that you tie both on the left and right. But I do have to make 2 because I have 2 hats. Actually, let me show you. So if you look at this hat, there's like 2 little red things right here in the inside. And then what you do is you tie this on one side and you tie this on the other side. And then you just kind of tighten it down like this. So it's supposed to look like this. This is what it looks like. And I hope the color looks okay. I didn't even check it, this white muslin fabric. But yeah, let's go. Let's put this over here. It's midnight here, so good night. Oh yeah, it's pretty late. It's midnight. It should be 1 o'clock over there, huh? Have a good night. Thank you. So it's good to hear back from you, Clayton. So Eve, let me ask you this, okay? So right now my bobbin is full of black thread. I hope there's not a lot left. Oh, okay. Thank God there's not a lot left. Clayton was one of my very first actual just YouTube viewers on here, just organic. And I think Eve, you're probably my second. I was gonna ask you, what do you do when you have a bobbin full of thread that's the wrong color? Because I just bought this white one today to go with this fabric, and let's do that. Let's start with that. So I want this to actually look good, and that's why that was my intention, was to do this like kind of properly, because this is going to be, you know, I think my handkerchief was my first actual project, but this one is going to be like my actual first real project that I can use stuff that's actually usable, that I will be using outside. With this hat. So I guess the first thing first is just to put up this bobbin, rethread this bobbin with some white thread. But over here, actually, it's been the World Cup is kind of the mania is taking place, right? We're hosting. America is hosting. What was that? Dude, why is my camera shutting down? For the World Cups, and everybody's kind of excited about that. And it's been kind of like the big topic here. I think a lot of the businesses have been really looking forward to the World Cup happening here, just because it's like an increase in revenue and you're bringing in new customers and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope it keeps going. But let's see. Okay, let's loosen that. And let's fill up my bobbin first with white thread. Thank God there wasn't really that much. Actually, let me change the camera close up. And the only issue is it's actually kind of hot here right now. Get pencil stick or empty thread thingy, then wind the bobbin thread there. Oh, I see what you mean. This bobbin thing kind of is pissing me off though. This bobbin filler. It doesn't really work that well. Unless I'm doing it wrong, which I think is a big possibility, of course. But this thing always seems to fly off the spindle. This thing always seems to want to fly off. So I have to do this like, oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. Face, oops, sorry. I always have to like do this so that it doesn't really fly off, and it's so annoying. Okay, I think that should be enough. Shakira sang and a Nigerian sang ND performed theme song there this year. Like for the opening games. Dude, that must have been, that's actually a pretty big deal, huh? Dude, when's the Nigerians playing? Korea played yesterday, and like people were going crazy because they won yesterday. Out here in Los Angeles, the two biggest, I think the teams that people are like really rooting for is Mexico and Korea, right? Especially in like Koreatown, that's like a really big interest out here. But I wonder if they performed it in, yeah. Wait, so like here, take this off, get the bobbin out. Ow, what was that? Oh my goodness. Like this. It keeps showing up. Oh, okay. Just some random song. But yeah, Shakira is a pretty big deal. I don't know, can you see this? But my bobbin, it doesn't really wind like really evenly. Katy Perry performed today for the US game. Dude, Katy Perry? Whenever I think of Katy Perry, I just think about those like whipped cream, the whipped cream on her chest just exploding away, and the sharks. Dude, today actually they had I think like all around SoCal, they had just all these different celebrations for I think the World Cup. And I really need to be going to one. And I would really like to go to one with Goose. But I feel like Goose is, okay, so Eve, there's like another streamer in LA. He's like a friend. But he's doing this thing called night crawling, right? He's doing, that's where you just go around, and when there's crimes and stuff that's happening, well, like you follow police calls, and then you just film, right? You film what's happening, and that's what he's been doing. He hasn't. That's not what he originally did. He originally did a lot of this Hollywood content, where he goes to like Hollywood movie premieres and all that stuff. But he linked up with another streamer, and they've been doing that together. But I think ever since he's been doing that, his sleep schedule has been like actually really bad, because you're always doing it at night. You shouldn't feel the bottom too much. I use a finger to guide the thread up and down. Ooh, yeah, I think, okay, I'll try that next time. Okay, so let's start with this side. Wait, can you see here? Let me make it a little bit brighter. Let's see. Yeah, I think that should be better, right? Okay, so my plan is I'm going to sew really close on this side. So I'm gonna sew really close on this side, and then cut all this excess fabric off, and then fold it over, and then your sleep schedule is whole non-existent. I bet. Especially taking care of a few little ones will do that, huh? This is okay, yeah, but like I said, you know, that's another streamer that's out here on Kick. But yeah, he's been kind of doing that. He's been having a lot of fun, and I think a lot of success with that too. But man, I just worry about his health though, because when you're out there, wait, why is this not going in? Oh, it is? Okay. Your health like takes a sacrifice. You're sacrificing a little bit of your health, and I think his sleep schedule is pretty toast. But I think in terms of my next project, right, I keep mentioning my next project, and I'm really excited about it. Is, you know, the other streamer that he goes with, he kind of names himself the Batman, right? And because they're like go chasing crime, and so he names himself Batman. So I was thinking, like, it just kind of occurred to me. I was like, dude, it'd be kind of cool if I could make a mask for them. So I've been like thinking about this all day. Is just oh, how would I make a mask? It would be so funny if like they could go on streams to you know, make a mask and stuff. Use a stick to push it through. Hold on, so I'm gonna just do this. Okay, now I just go. I'm hemming the edges right now to make a. So if you know anything about making masks, just like a old school like cartoony mask, that's my next project. Okay, so this is the hem. So I just need to, this is I guess where the straightness comes into play. I just need to go straight down, all the way down, and then I'll cut it. Dude, I'm so nervous right now. This is my first time. It feels like this is so official. Oh, I probably should have used my clips. I'm doing it the hard and rough way, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just trying to hem this. But I guess if anything, it's just because I want practice, right? Because I don't know what I'm doing, and I just want to sew as much as possible and get as much practice in. So yeah, I guess I don't really mind if it's the rough and hard way. Wow, this is my first hem, if you can see. Hopefully you can see. Is that pretty straight? all the way down. So that's why I wanted to iron it first, just because it makes it so much easier when you're doing this. Yeah, the rough and hard way, I'm pretty sure you're not wrong about that. And okay. So now and I think the more I do this, I realize like this when you're making stuff, when you're sewing stuff, it's a lot of labor. It's actually a lot of labor involved. Wait, what's this? I have that stupid Katy Perry song stuck in my head. The California Girls. Is it? I think what Snoop Dogg was featured in that. And I think, okay, so to make this hem, the first part is you have to cut the fabric as close as you can to the threads without actually cutting the threads or the stitches. And I think the closer you can cut it, the tighter you can roll it. Oh my god, okay. Okay, let's concentrate a little bit. Oh, while Katy Perry's little whipped cream thing is like flying through my mind. So I'm trying to do it like where you guys can see it too. And that's proving to be a little bit more difficult than I imagined. Let me see. I would like to do this up close to my face, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of streaming it. Or I want to have everything on camera. Okay, I think this works right here. I think. This is gonna be the fanciest little piece of fabric that I've made so far. Hold on, so I think I'm probably halfway through. Shoot, did I cut the fabric? I cut something. And remember, I need to make one more of this. I have 2 hats. So I need to make one more strap. I have one more side of this strap to finish first. Let's just concentrate on doing this right. Oh my god. But I'm actually really looking forward to my next project already though, with the masks. I think it's gonna be so fun. But also like a challenge, because I feel like that one actually requires a little bit of thinking and preparation, like more preparation than this. Okay. Dude, these cuts are terrible. I think I'm like halfway done. Oh my god, this takes so much concentration. And I guess these are where those overlock machines and sergers come into play. I guess that's where it's worth their weight in gold, I guess. Plus more, perhaps. What type of mask? Zorro? Yeah, those type of masks. You know, like the old school Zorro type masks where you just put it where it covers your eyes. So I want to have them go chase chasing crime in those kind of masks. And it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be so funny. Because I'll hear it in I think in America, I think there's something called like the First Amendment, which is like the freedom. I think it's like the freedom of, it ties in with the freedom of speech, but it's also the freedom of press. And then so you have the right to record anybody in the public streets. And so there's been a lot of streamers that actually go to these. I think when like there's police, like something happened where the police are involved, they'll go right alongside them, and then they'll just record whatever's happening. And then if the footage is really good, then the news will buy it, you know. And so yeah, I think on Kick there's been a lot more people who's doing that type of content right now. And I think I understand, because there's always something going on, there's always something new, you know, and it's kind of exciting, right? And it's kind of popular, especially I think for the people who really are night owls. You know, there's people that just can't sleep, or they probably work late or something like that. And so there's like a niche that it fills too. Okay, almost there, almost to the end. I feel like these strips could be a little bit better, but for my first attempt, not bad, I guess. So yeah, I think that's like my next one that's gonna be that I'm planning and I'm actually really excited for. So looking forward to that. Here, this is what I cut. It's not the most even. It's even cutting fabric is kind of, I feel like, a skill. And so now I just have to roll this over and sew it one more time. A bandana tie type, the masquerade type with sticks to hold, or the ones with the elastic on. I don't even know. Like for me, I just like kind of had the idea of it's gonna be a Zorro-esque mask, you know, where it just goes like across your eyes, and then it just covers like your eyes and your like a little bit above, and then I think to tie it behind would be better. But I didn't even plan it out that much in detail. I just kind of like thought about it. So I don't know if I want to press this, right? Like I think you could press this again, but that's gonna be like even more work. Maybe should I press this? I feel like I don't need to press this actually, because I could just clip it down here and then just kind of adjust it as we go along. So we're gonna make some hems like this. Okay, let's start the hemming process. So today is the strap, and then next time is the hem, or the mask. You know, originally when I did this, I wanted to plan out, and then I wanted to press all the corners out first, because the way I'm doing it now, I'm gonna have to fold, and then the corners get like really thick, and I didn't like that. Okay, so let's go forward a little bit. And go back, and then forward. Did I mess it up a little bit? I think I did. Okay, forward. Okay, I think we're good to go. Oh my goodness, this is why is this so nerve-wracking? I don't understand. This is like such a simple thing, but I just wanted to make it come out like good, because this is something that I'm actually going to be wearing outside. This hat, I'm going to be wearing it, and this is going to be my strap for this hat. So okay, this is the final seam for this, so let's do this. Okay, and I just bought white threads today. especially for this. It's like, yeah, just specifically for this. And I think, you know, I've been using black and like hot pink threads. I think because like when I didn't know what I was doing, I wanted to kind of see what the bobbin was actually doing. So to have a differential of colors, the extreme colors, so that it kind of shows through on the material. But I think one of the bad things of doing that is you realize just how crooked your stitching is, how like not straight it is. But I'm beginning to realize when you have the same color threads as when your thread kind of matches the fabric, you can't really tell. Measure from left to right of the hat and add 10 inches length. Then push it inside out with a pen. All right, I'll do that. I'll do that with the next one. Let me try, because this one I just wanted to make one that looked really nice, like that looked just like where it looked like a lot of care and I don't know. I don't know. I just wanted some nice hems. Okay, hold on. I have to make one more anyways. So I think I'll do that one on the second one. Cause this is taking forever. And I feel like these stitches are so crooked, but you can't see it because the thread is white and then the fabric is like kind of beige too. And so you can't really tell. Which is good for me because this whole time I was like, dude, my stitches are so crooked and it's not really coming out that well. And I was like, I suck at this. But kind of looking at this, I was like, this thing kind of hides your mistakes pretty well. So W. I typed charger 16 on WhatsApp Meta. The info was good. 1660. I typed that into Google and nothing came out. All right, hold on. So here, apparently this is a brother machine. You know, this charger. I don't know why it says charger, but this is apparently a brother. Dude, this strap is so much thinner than the original. Not good. This strap is gonna be so thin. I hope it even holds though. Okay, almost there, almost to the end. I'm actually really excited though. This is my first like kind of official. It suggested, okay, WhatsApp Meta. WhatsApp, I feel, isn't WhatsApp like a messaging application? Okay, hold on, I'm almost there. Nice. Okay, I finished one side via script. Okay, I'll take a look at it. Thank you, though. Oh, thank you, Eve. Okay, here. I hemmed one side. So if you kind of compare this to the original fabric, right? This is what the hat came with originally, and I was hoping that I could match up the length to this and just kind of hem the edges. But if you already look, it's gonna be half this. I feel like this is gonna be half the size. Somehow, you know, I planned everything to be like, oh, on paper it was supposed to be good, but then I think when I actually put into practice, folding the fabric, just it didn't fold as planned. So this is gonna be like half the length. But anyways, okay. First, I'm gonna channel the Eve spirit and no redos. And then the second one, I'm gonna do it the way that you suggested. I think that's gonna be so much faster. Okay, so I mean, yeah, not bad, I guess. But it's just gonna be so thin. Like the overall end product is gonna be so thin. You have chosen red, not white. Wait, red what? Red, like red strap? I'm trying to make this as incognito as possible, which I know that's probably not that possible. Or are you talking about red thread? Trial and error, yeah, I know. But this is actually a lot of fun. I'm having a lot of fun with this. It's kind of cool that I'm actually making something useful. And I guess this is where the preparation really pays off, because it makes this part, sewing it really easy, because I already have everything kind of lined up, right? And you just let it go. And you just let it rip. Uh-oh, it's kind of getting really crooked. I'm going to go on that side. This. Oh, almost went off the tracks. You want to do one of my red material and thread. Oh, it pops. I don't want this to pop. Red material and thread. I'm like trying to stay like as low key as possible with this Eve, which is why I chose just white. You know, this thing came with originally like a really blue fabric, and then like I hated that color, so I just threw it away. But then because I threw it away, there was no thread to like, or there was no strap to hold this in place, so the wind kept blowing it away, which is the reason why I'm making this right now. Like I'm making a more incognito, like a replacement. Like, okay, just FYI, like this hat that I'm wearing, this isn't really something that people wear in America, like just out in public. And I just do it just because, you know, when I'm streaming it, I don't really care. But dude, the last time I wore this hat, I got pressed a little bit. It was actually really scary. Like if you go to certain areas here wearing stuff like this, you could definitely get robbed, like for sure. I'm not even kidding. Okay, so now I just need to cut this and then fold it and then sew the other two sides and I'm done. Sewists, don't throw anything away. Oh yeah, I've been throwing a lot of stuff away, but yeah, I think I know what you mean. This hat is it's actually like you might know, it's a Vietnamese hat. It's really nice, but the only downside is like if the wind blows and if you're like kind of looking up and the wind blows and it flies off your head, or it kind of chokes you while you're wearing it. So that's why you need a should I have like a QR code with my stream? So I guess in terms of streaming, there's, I know you don't really, I'm assuming you don't really watch other streamers, but on this website, there's this really big website called Twitch, which is like one of the main competitors to Kick streaming website. And actually, let me switch this. Y999. That one I didn't explain yet, but I think I'm gonna explain that a little bit later. I know a lot of people's been asking about that too, but it has pretty much. I mean, I guess if you're curious, it has to do with gold, right? If you look at my name, it's Goldman999, and when you're dealing with precious metals, you kind of go by the purity, and 999 just means is like the pretty much the closest you can get. Well, I mean, there's also 9999, 4 nines, which is like really, really pure, which is pretty much the purest that you can buy, but it's really expensive. But then having 4 nines after the name would have been kind of lame. So originally I just wanted to be Goldman, but then somebody took that username on Kick, and then they're not even active. And I emailed them before I started. I was like, hey, this isn't really active, but I'm planning on starting streaming. I was like, can I please have this username? And then they're like, do you have they're like, are you active anywhere else social media wise? I was like, no, this is gonna be my first time doing anything social media related. And they're like, sorry. And they're like, too bad for you. And I was like, all right, thank you. So that's why I just kind of settled with the 999, which is, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, Twitch. Okay, so about Twitch. So I almost cut the. Oh, that was so close. I almost cut the stitch. There's this guy named Kai Sanat, and I guess he's like one of the bigger Twitch streamers, and he's having this audition out here on Sunday at 1 a.m. Right now it's 10:25 on Friday night, and the audition is Sunday at 1 p.m. And there's been people that's been lining up last night, Thursday at like 10 p.m. and they're still in line right now. Why Goldman? I don't know. It was just kind of a random name that I chose. I wanted a name that when somebody heard it, it just like when you hear the name Goldman, an Asian dude is like the last thing you'll ever think about. Because Goldman is a very common other name for another I don't know. Yeah, they're religious group. But I don't know. I just wanted to choose a name where it's like the name doesn't match the face kind of thing, if that makes sense. And then when I wanted that username on Kick, they said that it's not available, so I had to add the numbers, and that's how it came to be. And I never really was active in social media like ever. This is kind of my first time doing this, and I've only been doing this, maybe it's been a little bit over a year since I actually started streaming. And I actually started streaming. Everything that I did was like outside content, where I go do stuff. They call it IRL, where you're just going outside and doing stuff outside. And that's what I actually really like doing. 6:20. Yeah, it's the morning time, Saturday. Time for the Saturday morning cereal and cartoons. I don't know if your kids watch cartoons. Do you guys do that? Like this, I don't know if people still do that, where it's like Saturday morning cartoons, and then you just wake up and then you eat cereal and stuff. I don't know what you have planned for the day. Like, I don't know what your Saturdays, your weekends are like. But over here, yeah, there's people outside waiting. So I was planning on, after this, going over there and just talking to people, messing with them, and trying to get clips, to be honest. Trying to clip farm people there, because that's what you're supposed to do when you're outside and IRL streaming. Hold on. I almost clipped the stitch. And I really wasn't ever planning on doing this type of content. Have you decided? No, actually, that's a good point though. Like, I think I need to. Yeah, I clipped the inside of the stitch. So I need to have like a really stable, yeah, you see, dude, yeah, catch up on the sleep and stuff is good. No, I feel you, I feel you. And I'm pretty sure, you have a lot of stuff to do anyways. Like a lot of responsibilities, a lot of stuff to do. And it's tough, it's tiring, Let me see, hold on, dude, this is actually really hard to cut. But yeah, I'm not sure what your weekend schedules are like. I know, like with family stuff. I guess it depends on how if you are really close with your other families and do stuff together, and you know, do all that stuff. That just adds extra stuff. But other than that, I want to have I think I need to have a more consistent stream schedule too here on YouTube. I'm just kind of doing this whenever I have the time. But I feel like I need to make the time for it. So you're absolutely right. I think maybe I don't know. I think that's like one. You should always cut on the table. Yeah. Yeah. I get. Dude, I need my stream so that cutting table that you were seeing earlier is right here in the back. But the camera quality is not the best, so I don't know. I just kind of like this one. Yeah, but you're right. I should cut it on the table. It's coming out really wonky. Um, I'm like breaking all the rules, huh? A niece-in-law is getting married later today. I should have slept. Oh my god. I wonder what your weddings are like out there. I'm always curious because every country has their own like take on the marriages, weddings. In Korea, I think the weddings, they do it a lot in hotels. Like those are like the super fancy ones, where they go to like they just gather a hall, or they just rent a hall, and then they make it this super big party thing out there. Before it used to be churches, but now I think the people, you're planning on making a tote bag. That's kind of cute. Like as a project or for them. You know what's crazy is ever since I started this, I've been looking at so many project stuff and just tips and tricks and all these videos that's just coming up on like sewing stuff. And I just want to put them into practice. But I think the biggest thing is actually doing it, right? Just doing the thing, which is why I just wanted to make this strap as like my first official kind of project where I'm going to use it. And then after that, I wanted to transition into making those little masks. And I was like, oh, I need to plan it. And I was like, I hope Eve's gonna be in there to help me plan. But also after I make everything, I wanted to go out and do some IRL stuff tonight, because right now it's actually kind of hot over here. It's been like, we use Fahrenheit. The American system is like 85 degrees. Today it was 89 Fahrenheit. I'm not really sure what that is in Celsius. Let's just say it's 90 degrees in Fahrenheit, and Celsius is let me see, 90. So it's gonna be 180. 160, 192, 190. No, I'm wrong. Oh, what am I doing? I'm trying to see if I can convert Celsius to Fahrenheit or Fahrenheit to Celsius in my head. Okay, so it's 90. So it's 58. $30. It's gonna be a little bit less than 30. I don't know about how much, but it's somewhere around there. I think. I'm trying to do the math. I'm so bad at math. around 30, but I'm pretty sure that's like it's around. Not really that accurate because the decimals. The richer, the fancier, and with halls, the most boring and basic one, just eating, gossiping, and dancing. I know. And then everybody's just getting drunk, right? I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, but there's always trends and stuff too, with weddings and stuff. And I'm pretty sure it's the same out there for you guys. Like what was once popular probably 10 years ago is like no longer in vogue. Okay, I'm almost done with this. Yes, okay, I finished this. Well, almost done, correction. Let me switch back to this view. And now we can do this. I'm actually really excited to see the other the method of doing this, because this is actually kind of a PITA, pain in the A. But I really like these really tiny hems. I think they're so cute. They're so cute looking, and that's why I wanted to do this kind of like this, because I wanted to make this like kind of adorable looking, but I'm kind of beginning to realize it's not really worth it. I just want to just make a quick strap, and I mean, I guess there's a bunch of ways to do the same thing. Okay. But this one, it's just, it takes a lot of precision. And I think I have a thing with like hemming edges. Maybe. But look how tiny this strap got compared to the original. That's what's just kind of getting to me right now. Oh shit. Okay, I kind of messed that up really bad. Okay. Okay. Oh, this strap is so crooked. it's so uneven. Dude, this is actually really funny. My first strap project. Complete fail. Okay. Oh, why is there like pink? Oh, I think this is the pink dust from my pink fabric, I think. Dude, why is it getting so thin on this side? What's going on? It's like thinning out. If only your strap could talk. It rained cats and dogs with thunderbolts and all? Yeah, it's hot over here. Wait, is it the winter over there? No, I'm wondering. Hold on, okay. Hang on, let me look up. I'm actually kind of curious on the World Cup standings. There's a lot I need to look up soon. Hold on. So after this, oh my god, this is gonna be such a sad strap. Okay. But I'm having a lot of fun doing this, so thank you. Blurry. Oh, and if you see my other moderator, his name is Blurry. He was in here earlier, but he's also somebody that's been kind of supporting my kick. streaming early on, and he's like one of the few people that actually like kind of said hi to me here from Kick, which I was very surprised. Which is why I was like, I was so grateful. I was like, oh, here, why don't you be a mod here, and you could just come in every once in a while and and just chit chat if you want. Oh, dude, this strap is gonna look so funny. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Okay, I kind of butchered it there at the end, I think. So let me show you what happened. Okay, so like I said, this strap was supposed to replace this green strap, right? But if you look, it turned out pretty much half the size. It turned out half the size of my original strap, and that's one side, right? This is the original side, and then as I got to this side, it's somehow the width of the strap shrunk. So now it's like the size of my fingertip, the width of my fingertip. Let's actually compare it. So yeah, so much for being accurate, right? So here you could see the end of this strap became half the size of this end. This is so bad. Is 21C over there? Look, half this. If I fold this side in half, like this, then that's pretty much the length of this side, the width of the other end. So yeah, somehow it got a major fail. But that's okay. I'm still gonna use it because this is still kind of usable. So let me just hem off this side. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. Maybe something like this. Let me just hem this side off, and then we should be done. And then I'll try the other method for my other strap. And then we'll take a little break where I look at some of the cool infos about what's going on there. So hang on with me just like I think this should take like maybe 5 minutes. This shouldn't be too bad on this side. But raining on a wedding day. I hope it's not raining there tonight. Oops. Okay. So let's cut all this. I need to hem this side too. So I think I need to cut this and then fold it. Okay, let me cut this side. Okay, and then fold it over. It kind of cleaned it up, I guess. Dude, this is so funny. Sorry, I'm having so much fun with this. Like, that's what I'm saying. This is so much more fun than I thought it would be. But I think it's just my personality that kind of likes this kind of stuff. I know this isn't for everybody, but I'm actually cut the top. So yeah, I cut it and I'm gonna sew it across one more time. Like that, okay. Wait, hang on. So it's gonna be like this. I don't know how neat this came out, but we'll see. And I just bought this white thread today too, specifically for this. So here we go. This is one side and completed. Maybe I could. So much like loose thread. Ta-da! I hope it came out pretty clean. It looks nice. And then on the other side, this is my hem. So yeah, this is pretty much, I guess, a tutorial in hemming. Not a tutorial, but my first real attempt at a hemming project, and everything went wrong. Actually really funny how bad all the measurements turned out. I really wasn't expecting it to turn out like that, honestly. Okay, so let me just do it with the other side, and then I think we should be done. And then I'll iron this out. Wait, do I need to? I don't think I even need to iron it, right? And then let's strap the head in and then see how it works. And then we'll do the second strap with the new and improved method suggested by Eve. I know I have no idea what you wrote, but I'm gonna take my time to read it. Okay, hold on. So this, oops, forward. Okay, like this. This, okay. I don't even know if I have to back thread it like that. It's just a habit. I just try to back thread everything, I guess, in the beginning. But I still don't know the rules on if I really need to be doing that on this side. Okay, so cut this. Okay, and then fold it over, and then do the double hem, and that should be good. And I'll have a functional strap for my I think my authentic hat that I purchased at a Vietnamese mall here in Southern California. Okay, let's focus. Right there. Okay. Uh-oh. It like went all crooked. Dude, how are you supposed to hold this? Oh, hold on. You're liking the idea of quilting? Hang on, I'm just gonna focus on doing this real quick and then I'll get back to it real quick. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's getting like stuck down the machine. Uh-oh, I don't think that's happened before. Oh. Okay. Oh my god. It's like getting caught inside the machine. That's kind of annoying. I'm trying to just back thread it. Oh my god. Okay, I supremely messed it up at the end here. Unfortunately. Everything's kind of stuck. Oh, that was a bad mess up. It got kind of scrunched up. I think you could just pull it apart like this and it should be okay. And yeah, there we go. My functional strap. Really, really crooked. Okay, let me cut this. Man, it's hard to get really accurate towards the end. That's what I was trying to do, is just get accurate, but it really messed it up. It pierced the fabric. And I think I think I got too excited that I was nearing the end and I just rushed it. And it ended up kind of messing everything up, unfortunately. It's too thin and thready. That's why, oh, okay. Okay, so here it is. I'm liking the idea of quilting. Let me see, hang on. Let me clean this up a little bit. There's too much stuff all over. It's making me kind of like my OCD cleanliness like kind of spiking. all this scrap threads and stuff. So yeah, here is, I probably shouldn't throw away the original one because I want to compare it. This is my original hat strap. This really polyester nylon type. A mini vacuum. Okay, I think I'll have to invest in something like that. And here's my new strap. This is so tiny. It's almost a quarter. It's almost a quarter of the size, and it's a little bit shorter. Wow. And I have pink thread stuck in here for some reason. Oh man. Okay. But yeah, here. This is it. I don't think I need to what is it? Iron this. But if you look, the two ends, okay, they were supposed to be even size, but if you can tell, one side is much more shorter than the other. So yeah, definitely I think sewing takes a lot of accuracy and precision. And this is the first time I tried to do it. Yeah, I tried to do it, but it didn't turn out that well. So unfortunately, I mean, I like the result. I still think it looks cool. It's gonna do its purpose, but I think from what I had in mind, this is like completely different than what I had in mind. Because in my mind, it was supposed to be about like this thick, and as you can see, it's about half as thick, which is kind of crazy how it turned out like that. Okay, so let me do this. Let me strap it on, and then it's just gonna hold this in place. So it's gonna be a bit of adjusting. Hang on. And I really wanted to use this hat in public for the longest time. It's just I didn't have the right straps for it. Okay, so I'm gonna do it like this. This, okay. Cool. So here we are. This is if you can see, got the strap put in the place, and now there we go. How does it look? I need to adjust it so it's much tighter, but let me adjust it real quick. It feels fantastic. This is, I think, muslin fabric. It's really soft. There, does that make a difference? Let me see. Let me make the other side tighter. I'm actually really excited about this. I think the fabric choice though might have been wrong. This fabric might be too dense and thick. I can already tell. It needs to be a lighter fabric. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Wait. Okay, it's like this. See, I like this. I like the color. I like the color. I think I could definitely trim the edges a little bit. It's a little bit too long, but we'll work on that later. So here, this, and I'll show you what it was like originally. Or can I put this up this here for now? Okay, I'm just doing a little test fitting, Eve. Trying to see what this looks like at the end. Okay, so this is what it originally came with, and this is the original style. They all had this like really bright color, which I didn't like, but it is super light though. It is super light, and so what did I do? Did I just break something? No, okay. I know you can't really see it. Okay. So this is the original color and fabric, which is like a lot of these bright green colors or the bright colors. And the one I just made is with this. I don't know if you can really see that well. It makes a big difference. But I think I need to cut off the dangling straps right here, and I think that will be perfect. W, my first project, didn't turn out quite as I expected, but still it's functional and it works. So now let's make my second strap. Let's make my second strap, because I do have to make one more. And so I'm gonna let me see. The comment that you made was measure from left to right of the hat and add 10 inches for length and 5 inches for width. Fold the longer side into two, iron and sew the unfolded side, then push it inside out with a pencil. Wait, okay, so I'm assuming like with this, it's like a wrong side and a right side, but this fabric, I don't think there is a wrong side or a right side. So I think I could just do it. So just cut it. Oh, okay, I see what you mean. So it's gonna be double layered. This is only one layer. And I don't know if there's like a wrong side or a right side for this. Let me see. Add 10 inches. I don't think I need to add 10 inches because this is already long enough as it is. It's actually too long, so I think 20, maybe 5 would be good. But I think I like the 5 inches for the width. I like that idea. Fold the longer side into two. And I think, okay, so I think pretty much what this strap is you just cut a long piece of paper or fabric and you sew it into half and you just sew the edges. Oh, I think you're talking about push it inside out. Maybe because of the hem. Is that? I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Because okay, the reason why I did this was because I thought with all fabric that have when you cut it, like the edges become like raw, right? And then they start fraying. They have a tendency to fray. So I always thought you had to like hem it first, which is why I just did everything like that's what I did today, which is double roll it and then hem it. But if I sew everything, do I need to hem the edges too? That's what I'm kind of wondering. Hold on, let me take a break. Let me actually Google that too, because I think that's why you're saying to roll it inside out, because then the raw or the stitched where the halves meet, they're going to be in the inside. I think. I don't really know the rules for hemming and stuff, but let me look it up right now. Actually, that's a good one. Hold on. Do I need to hem all the fabric? No, you do not need hem it unraveling. Oh, for exposed. Oh, so that's why you roll it. You can skip hemming if the edges will be enclosed within a sewn seam. If you are using knit fabrics that don't fray, okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, I think that's what you mean by roll it, because it's not exposed anymore. If two pieces of fabric are sewn together right sides facing, yes, the raw edge is hidden inside and does not need to be hemmed. Okay. Okay, let's try that then. And let's see, hold on. Let me also look at, is it winter over there? Is it winter in Nigeria? 2 seasons. What season is it now? Is located near the equator, yeah. Oh, so I guess they just have a wet and dry season. The rainy season runs from April to October, while the dry season, November to March. So right now it is the wet season. January is generally the closest month, or January. Okay. Wait, is that above the equator or below? Hold on, let me look before we. This will be my little break. Oh, it's okay. I see. So it's just wet or dry. Okay. 10 to 30, 13. So let me see. 90 F to C is 32.2 degrees. So I'm like Googling everything that I was talking about during my little sewing thing. But okay, yeah, it was like 32.2 here. So I think, let me see. You mentioned that it was cool today. 21. So what's 21 C to F? It's 70. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty nice. What is it right now? Weather Los Angeles. Right now it's 66. So it's 19 right now in Los Angeles, which is considered really nice. I'm like Googling everything, finding out everything. Okay. So let me do the other one. Measure from left to right. Okay, add 10 inches, add 5 inches for the width. I think I'm gonna add the width for sure. Fold the longer side into iron and sew the 2 unfolded sides. 2 unfolded sides. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. And then push it inside out. All right, let's do that. Thank you, Eve. I'm pretty sure you're busy with stuff, but I appreciate it. We're gonna go back to the other cam, and then we're gonna make our second strap. And this one is gonna be kind of interesting because it's going to be 2 layers actually. It's gonna be 2 layers of fabric versus the one I just did is just single. It's just a single layer of fabric. Let me see, the exposure is so overexposed. So overexposed. Okay. Oh. All right, let's get this going. Hold on. Where'd my fabric go? Okay. So let's put this. My wool thing. Where's my fabric? Here. Okay. So last time I did 2 inches and it just came out too thin. So I think this time I need to probably add 2. I don't want to make it too fat. So I did it 2 and it came out to like that. But I want the strap to be 2 inches wide. So if I'm gonna fold it in half, then it needs to be 4, so at least 5. I'm gonna make a 5-inch width. 5. Oh shit! Oh, I'm so glad that didn't land on my foot. Okay, 5 inches. because we're going to be folding this in half. Okay, hang on. Sorry, just be right back real quick. All right, sorry, back. Okay, 5 inches across, and then the same length down. I think I just need to mark this just so that it's straight. I could cut straight. Dude, even cutting is actually, even marking things straight and making it straight is kind of a lot more difficult than I kind of imagined. It's not that easy. And I think having a long table would actually be super beneficial for this. Like this? Is this straight? I guess so. Okay, whatever. Like this. The fabric looks all wavy too. The fabric looks like it's waving. This. Okay. Interesting. And this fabric's been used to strain things. That's what I originally bought this fabric for. As like a mesh, strained mesh. There's a bunch of like leftover stuff on here. Okay. This. So I wonder if straining has like kind of warped the fabric too. On the bias perhaps. Okay, like this. And I guess this is where having a big table, more space, always helps. More space always helps. Okay. Where you would potentially like to be cutting flat. I mean, prefer to be cutting flat, but right now I just have this little tiny table and just making do with what I have. Okay, round 2, strap. So cut first and then iron it out. Fold it in half and iron. So I guess I'm gonna have to clip this thing and then fold it in half and then definitely iron it so that it's straight down the middle. And I guess if anything, when I iron it, or when I fold it and iron it, I could use that to like even out, I guess, if there's any unevenness, then I guess I could just use that to hem the edge. Not hem. Oh, dude, I'm cutting this so bad right now. It's kind of hard to see. It's so wavy. But single stitch the 2 edges together. Oops. And then I think I need way more practice cutting fabric. This table is not really doing that. I thought this would be enough space, but it's too narrow. And I think I need more space to be where I could actually stretch out my fabric and have it lying flat instead of something like this. Okay. Okay, almost done. Okay. To cut it here. It would actually be really helpful if I had weights to put on the fabric while I cut it. And I think that's something I'm going to need to try to get in the future. Something like that. Okay. So now that I have my fabric cut double the length, I have the fabric cut double the length, all I have to do now is fold it in half and iron it. So let's see, fold it. Is this hot? Oh my God, why was that so nerve-wracking? Okay, fold it in half and iron it. And then I guess I'll clip things on the bottom while I go so it doesn't really fall apart. Hang on. Now I'll do this part a little bit off camera. Make sure that it hangs properly to get the general fold. But I think ironing makes so much of a difference. Okay, I think I need some pins because I feel like if I could pin things down here, it would make this process so much more easier. Like right here, I'm talking about, and I think that's the cool thing about this felt fabric pad is you could just pin stuff down into it. And I'm beginning to see it. And I didn't buy it because I thought I bought these clips too, and I thought this is kind of all I needed. But I think having the pins would actually be really, really, really beneficial here. So let's go here. Okay. Let's put this down. Let's keep folding this down. Okay, like this. But ironing, I think, kind of makes a lot of the difference. I think in the prep, I think I need to do more prep work using my iron, just because like when I was doing the hem on the previous strap, I could already tell, like, just because I did that little prep work with ironing, it just made the process so much easier. Because I still remember my first time doing the hemming process, it was bad. Like, it was actually bad. I was just trying to hold down or trying to roll the fabric. But the original plan actually was I wanted to double roll. So I wanted to iron it once. My original plan was to iron it once like this, right? And then iron it again like this. So it'll have two lines. That was my original plan, but it just didn't work out like that. It was a little bit too, the fabric was a little bit too fine for that, I think, if that makes sense. So let's see. I don't know if there's a technique to ironing. I'm pretty sure there is, because I think Eve, when she came in, she was saying my ironing technique was making her cringe a little bit. I thought you just press the thing. I'm not using any steam because I don't want to use water in here. This is hot. Okay, yeah, kind of. Make it hot. Okay, is this pressed? Am I pressing it right? I don't know. If you see the light flickering, that's from the iron kind of turning on and off. Because I think this thing regulates the temperature by just shutting itself on and off. Like, am I doing this right? I have no idea. I hang on. Okay, let me put this like this. And hopefully you guys can see it. Hopefully you guys can see the process of the iron like working. Is that how you iron? Like this? Am I doing it right? I hope so. Okay. All right, let's keep going. I think I'm doing a good job. So this is a felt, like a wool pad, and I was reading some of the comments saying, and they were saying like it kind of smells like sheep when you use it, and I'm kind of smelling it. I don't know if I should be glad that's happening or disgusted. That's like the oils from the animals. Okay. And I wonder what the steam does for the heat when you're pressing it. I think that's something also to learn, what the heat is, or what the steam is for. I almost dropped my iron onto my exposed thigh. I think so far the damages I encountered while sewing this was getting electrocuted by my sewing machine. That was a doozy. That was actually pretty bad. And you know, I was watching videos on doing maintenance on this machine that I have, and you know, getting shocked, it wasn't my fault, because I looked and the foot pedals that people have, the foot pedals that was shown, they actually have a cover, but for some reason mine's missing a cover. Okay, cool, I did it. So it's nice and pressed. Did I turn it off? Yes. Yeah, I think I did it much faster than last time. Nice and pressed. So okay, I think Eve, what she was saying was I need to sew two sides and then push this through and flip it inside out. But I think I did this. Wait, did I do this? Is there a side to this? Is there a right side and a wrong side for this fabric? I don't know. Because this is like muslin. But I feel like this is the right side. Did I do this backwards? Because I see this is the, what is that called? The edge? The selvage. This is a selvage edge. But I can't tell if there's a direction to this. I think I did it the wrong way. Oops. Okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind for next time. I'm gonna keep channeling the spirit of Eve Bukhar, and we're gonna continue on with the strap. So yeah, I think what she was saying was sew two edges like this, and then flip it inside out, and then sew the edge. So that should essentially lock in the raw edges, so I don't have to do these hemming things. I don't have to do all these extra work like hemming all the edges, I guess, if I don't have to. So yeah, let's do this. Hold on. Base right here. So we got this. Unfortunately, I think I ironed it on the wrong. I think I ironed the wrong side, but I don't think people will notice because it's still, you know, the same color kind of fabric. So let's get on with this, and I think I could finish this much faster, thanks to Eve's special technique of doing this. And yeah, the other one took actually a long time to do, but this one should be much faster. So let's look into it. Hang on. Okay. Um, it's getting so hot in here, and I think I'm blaming the iron. Okay, like this. This. So I'm assuming I should probably start at the selvage edge. Selvage edge, go down. And then I probably want to turn because I'm gonna have to cut this too again, I think, to make the fabric even. But wait, hold on, before I do this, I think I want to mark this so that I have like, so that I know I'm going straight. I think that's also something I have to do. Let's do that over there. Hold on. Overhead. Hang on. So that I can sew this as straight as possible, I need to kind of mark this. Okay. All these little clips everywhere. It's getting kind of annoying. I need this right now. Sorry, this is getting so blown out. It's kind of annoying. Brightness, exposure. Okay. Wait. This is kind of in the way. Let's put this out to the side. This. So I'm only doing this so that while I'm sewing this long fabric, that is straight, that I have little marking references to know that I'm still going straight. So let's see, let's put this one. Now I'm gonna have this 2 inches across. 2 inches. Maybe I should just draw the line like this. Like this. Okay. This. And then like this, 2 inches. Down, all the way down, okay? Kind of like this. All right, I think we got everything good. Okay. So let's do the thing. Let's do the thing. So start from the edge. I'm gonna start from the selvage edge and then work my way down to the other side. But I should probably clip this though. I should clip this just so that it's not really getting uneven. And I think that's where the clips kind of come in handy. It's just because they help hold everything and make it a little bit more accurate and even. Or else it has a tendency, I think, to like twist up and then get kind of jacked up. I think I haven't really sewn anything this long, so this is actually one of my first projects where I'm utilizing these really long strips. I think it's good. I think it's really good practice to be doing right now. Okay, here we go. Everything's prepared. So yeah, we're gonna start from the selvage edge. And let's go down. You can see it. And this fabric is like super sheer. So I feel like it's kind of hard to control it a little bit at the beginning. And end. Okay, I think that's good. I hope that's good. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then now we just need to take this all the way down. This is gonna be 28 something worth of just pure stitching. So here we go. Here we go. Wish me luck. Okay. Okay. Right now, I'm kind of missing the line. I'm like going a little bit to the left of the red line that I made. I don't know if it's not gonna make quite a difference, but still. What's going on back here? Okay, it's good. Okay, I'm at the end. W. W, I did it. Okay, okay. This is so much faster. I hope it turns out good too. So this is, yeah, this is every, so I don't think I have to cut it. I mean, I think normally you might want to cut it, but I think because it's going to get flipped inside out. No, but actually you could see it because this fabric is so see-through. It's so sheer. I feel like if I have that much fabric overlap, you could kind of see it on the inside. So I will cut it, but I think if it was thicker fabric, you wouldn't really have to, cut the excess. What is this fabric called? The seam allowance fabric. Just because you wouldn't be able to see it. Maybe you'd be able to feel it, but in terms of that, yeah, so I think it came out really nice, actually. Pretty straight. Actually really nice. Okay, let's cut this, and I think we need to turn it inside out. I think Eve mentioned using something long, like a pencil or something. I don't have anything like that here. Maybe I could use my ruler. So I know she said not to cut, like looking, like she said cut it on the table, but I'm gonna cut it here. Let's use this foot to press down on this. Like hold this. Press your foot to give tension. And I'm just basically cutting the seam allowance portion because it's too thick. And I'm assuming because this is going to be flipped inside out, that edges don't need to be hemmed. I hope. I really don't know what the rules are for hemming yet, so that's why the previous one I just hemmed all the edges and sides. But I think this one is not exposed. It's not an exposed edge, so it should be okay, I think. Let me see. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, almost done. Really long. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. I wonder if I can make tote bags with this too. Tote bags. I know Eve was mentioning tote bags earlier, but I wasn't sure if she was mentioning that as a gift or just something to make like as a project to do. But I really like this. I really like this fabric. It's so sheer. This fabric is so sheer and soft. And I think because it's I think this is all cotton too. Okay, I cut one side. Now I need to cut this side. And then flip this inside out. Okay, hang on. So here, like this. Okay. Okay, so I guess my other challenge now is to flip this inside out. Using a pencil like this. Okay, like this, I'm assuming. Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that kind of works. Okay, interesting. Wait, I don't think this is long enough. I think it's malfunctioning a little bit. Hang on. Okay, wait. Bring this up. Oh, interesting. Okay, got it. Oh, interesting. Look, I did my first, whatever you would call this tube. The corners, pop them out. Dude, it's my first tube. I made a tube. Oh, interesting. So this is how you make tubes. I feel like I need to press this down though. Right? To make it really flat. It feels like it's like floaty. So I think I need to press this down a little bit. Interesting. But I'm trying to think how I would press this down because right now it feels like it feels like a tube. It's not really lying flat. And I also have this edge right here that I guess I could just finish it off. But let's do this. I think I need to iron this down to make it lay flat. And I think that's gonna be a challenge in itself too. Okay. How are you supposed to iron this so that it lays flat? Like this? Hang on. Uh, okay, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out. How I'm going to be making this as flat as possible. Maybe you just go. Maybe you just go and like force, because I already ironed it the other way. Okay. Oh, this thing's still hot. Okay. This, maybe? Maybe get the seams first. Here. I wish they had a smaller iron where it's just a tip. I feel like that's all I'm using right now. Like this. Okay. Like this. That's pressed a little bit. Yeah. Like that. Dude, this is gonna take forever. Wait. Okay, so one thing I'm kind of learning and figuring out right away is ironing and cutting fabric is not as easy as it seems. I think I should just focus on one side at a time. Because I'm trying to iron both sides at once and it's not really working. Oh, excuse me. This, okay. So let's iron this side off first. The side that I just sewn. Dude, is my iron not hot? I don't get it. Cotton. Okay, it's on cotton setting. It's not really pressing it down as I would like it to. Okay, I think, yeah, I don't think it was hot enough. Okay, so it's like this. Oh my god. This, okay. I'm using my knee to kind of hold this in place. Supreme technique. This. Okay, it kind of, oh dude, oh my god, I thought I burned myself. Good thing the iron, these guys are smart. They didn't make the iron plate go all the way to the edge. Because I would have definitely third degree burned my knee right there. Okay, like this. I don't think I need to put my knee up anymore. Okay, almost done, almost at the edge. Yeah, ironing and cutting fabric It definitely takes some skills. It's not as easy as it seems. Okay. Oops. Oh, that was an ugly ending. I don't know why it twisted like that. Okay, nice. Oh, one side done. Now I just need to do the other side. So I think the other side, what I can do is just lay it flat like this and just start from here and just push it out. I think that's the move. Like this. Oh, dude, I just almost burned my finger. Like this. Like this. Oh. I guess once you have one side done, it kind of becomes easier for the next side. Possibly. And as I mentioned before, I'm not really using any steam, because I don't know what the steam is for. Wait, am I pressing this wrong? No, okay, it kind of works. It's kind of working. This. This. Oh, almost done, surprisingly. And the plastic underneath isn't melting, which is another W. Alright, finished. Oh, my back. Alright, W, we finished this. Oh, kind of, okay. I finished ironing. Like this. And this. Now I just need to finish off this side. Which is something I don't think I don't know what I'm doing right here. Because all the seams are on the other side. But I don't know how to finish this. Maybe just hem this. Should I just hem this edge? This open edge? Because all the other exposed edges are inside. And I'll just have one edge that's kind of, you'll see the hem. I mean, I think professionally you would be able to roll it in somehow. I guess, I don't know, but let's do this and be done with this project. Okay. So this is gonna be kind of quick then, because all I have to do is do a single stitch down, and then see, single stitch down. I'm gonna roll it over, do another one, and then cut it. I think that's what I'll do. Okay, so this one is right here. Let's hold that. Okay. And then we'll cut this side, and then we'll roll it, and then finish it with a rolled hem. This way, and then I'll cut this on this side. Like that, okay, and then time to roll this and do a really clean baby hem on the edge. Okay, I know this is where it kind of ends up getting really messed up because there's like not enough fabric. Wait, did I mess up already? Hold on. Do a rolled edge. Oh yeah, I definitely messed up. Okay, I was supposed to do this first, roll it. Wait, I think I messed up already. Hold on. What am I doing? Let me think this through. I just did a single stitch all the way through. I have a raw edge. So I need to, so I should have rolled it, which I didn't. I should have rolled it, sewed it. Okay, yeah, I definitely messed up. Unfortunate. Okay, I need to cut this, I think. I need to cut this. Oops. Hold on. Okay. I hope that didn't mess anything up. I need to roll this first. I need to roll it and then sew it and then cut the excess, which I didn't do last time. All this talk about hems. Okay. Let's get this. I hope this isn't going to cause a problem with the seams. Okay, that's good. Now I need to cut off the excess fabric. Cut off the excess fabric and then roll it, and then I'm done. And then I'll roll it and then stitch it, I'm done. Okay, for a nice clean edge. And then roll it like this. And it's a little bit thicker than I would like, but still. Here we go. This is the final stitch for my hat strap. This one down. Down, okay. Uh-oh. Shoot, why is it like, okay. Let's finish strong here. I'm almost done. There we go. Oh, thank God. This is finally done. Project number 2 officially done in the books. it's a nice looking strap compared to, I think, compared to my first one. It looks a lot different, but let me show you kind of the difference in the styles. Let's see, hold on. Here we go. This is the finished product. Wow. This took, 2 straps took about 3 hours to do. Okay, this one is 2 layers, right? Because I folded this in half, and I think it was much easier, kind of easier to do, just because of the fact that you just cut one fabric and then you just kind of fold it in half. And compared to my other strap, hold on, let me see. It's much thicker because the other one I ended up messing up. So here we go. This is the original, this is the strap that I just made versus the original one that I had in mind that came out kind of interesting looking. I actually dig this. Okay, I think I have kind of ideas for this too, this style. So I'm not mad at this. I'm not mad that it came out like this. Actually kind of interesting. Very different styles. One is, I think, very sheer, right? One is very sheer and one is just very easy to make. I think this is a very beginner friendly project. This one on this side, and this one actually is kind of interesting. So all these things are making me like prepare for projects in the future. And like I said, this was pretty much a strap for this hat. So let me put it on and let's kind of talk about the projects that I have in mind for the future. So like I said, there are some kick streamers that are doing night crawling content. And if you don't know, that's like you're following crime and documenting it. And so I think for my next project, I am going to research into making masks for these streamers. Make some masks that they could wear. And I think it'll be even funnier for content. And so that will be my next project where I have to look up. And this is something that I'm going to have to look up on actually like how to cut out a pattern and follow a pattern and all that stuff. You know, so I'm kind of learning how to do this, right? Getting better at like sewing, more confident, and all that good stuff. So right here, I just tied on this strap that I just made onto my hat. If you can see, oh, sorry, I know you can't really see it. And how does it look? I think these sides are kind of long and I'm gonna have to like tuck it in or something, but other than that, I think this one is fine too. This one looks good. This is about like 2 inches wide, but I think when it's strapped down, it kind of condenses. So yeah, I made my 2 straps. I hope it is good. It was actually a big learning experience. I had so much fun, and I think next time, right? I think I need to keep practicing my hemming. I need to learn a little bit more about that theory, the hemming theory, and I'm going to look into making my other project, and I think it's going to be really good. And I'm actually looking so much forward to it. So, you know, it's Friday night here. I'm so hot. And if you are here with me, thank you. You know, this is kind of my journey on just learning all those things, just learning how to make cool things, right? Just for fun. And eventually I want to use these when I stream, use the stuff that I make for my streams. And I think I have so many ideas. It's actually really funny for me. And I just can't wait to hopefully transition all this stuff on YouTube and just bridge it to Kick, you know, where I do a lot of IRL streaming. So if you're watching, please give this live stream a thumbs up, because that really helps. And yeah, I just have so much plans to bridge these, like this YouTube world. Like I want to have my YouTube thing like this, where I just do a lot more, like a lot more, this type of desktop type content, and just do this maybe 3-4 times a week. I think that's gonna be the plan, and eventually bring all the stuff to life for my live streams on Kick, where I actually use the stuff and have fun with it. Because I think that's the whole point of this, is just to have fun with it and create more content, whatever that may be. But I think I have a lot in my mind, and I think we can have a lot of fun together. So yeah, thank you so much, Eve and Blurry, for kind of stopping by. And of course, who else was there? Clayton. Yeah, Clayton, I know you're probably sleeping, but it's always good to hear from everybody. And I think for me, that's going to be it for tonight. I hope you had fun. I had so much fun tonight. I feel like every time I'm learning so much. So big shout out to Eve. And I know you probably have your niece's wedding to be preparing for. You have a lot of stuff to be preparing for. Thank you so much always for your help. And Blurry, I appreciate that you're one of the few from Kick that came by. But I love you guys, so thank you, and I'll see you again real soon. I'm gonna try to make a more consistent schedule, but now it's time to go live for some IRL fun action. Bye.